Day 224 for the vlog. Day rating was a 7. And today was a day off. Didn't run, just walked the pup. Tried to sleep in. I think it got to about 7:15, 7:30. And then just took the dog for a walk. Came back, we had breakfast, watched a little show and a movie. And almost took a nap. Just kind of lay down and the pup was kind of up and down. Then she's over here laying down right now. She's tired. She had a long day and didn't like being in the car. But I got to see my dad. We had a nice little barbecue. We had a bunch of chicken, a bunch of kielbasa. And then he was watching the Cardinals game. After that, we watched the recording of the Manchester United and Everton game. And after that, walked the dog in the backyard, played with her a little bit, and packed up everything. And we're out. We left about 7:15, I think, after we got gas, and was expected to get here by about 8:40, 8:30. Didn't get here till about 9:30, 9:40, and there was just traffic after about halfway. So we're both a little bit tired. I was hoping to at least get back early enough to possibly go to the gym or do a light run, and it was just so late, and I get up for work in the morning. But on the good note, just finished the book, and it was a good read for sure. I didn't want it to end. I know I kind of milked the last couple days. I just read it like 3 pages, and it's like, no, I want to finish on Sunday. I want to finish after the race. I wanted to keep reading. I even read the acknowledgments in the end, which was nice, and some of it was kind of to his friends, like not an inside joke, but a couple of them, or at least one of them, he said, only a few people know what it means, and that was cool. It was definitely a great read. There was definitely some good parts that I would like to take and apply, and he ended with, gosh, what's the guy's name? I'm gonna look it up real quick. He had it right here. And he starts talking about stretching, and this guy, Joe Hippensteel, so thanks for showing me the proper ways to stretch. It truly changed my life. And then before that, in the end, he's talking about all of his accomplishments that he's been doing, and how he's gotten through all of his long races and his pull-ups. And he's saying after stretching, when he was 30, he was running 8:35 per mile pace for all his races or runs, and now he's running 7:15 per mile at a comfortable level. And he said pretty much it's flexibility, his body being fully functioning instead of him kind of fighting his own mechanics. And so that alone gives me a little bit of life, especially with the race I just did. It had a moment of, okay, 37. Can't think of how many times I ran this race, at least a dozen times, if not more. And my time, I think my best one was 35, 34, 35, 24. And this one was 39:08. So, oh my gosh, almost 4 minutes off the pace, right? It's kind of like, okay, so maybe my fast racing days are behind, but it's like, maybe I just need to stretch more and do better stretching, and not before running, do it after, or do a way to kind of warm up to running. Cause I also noticed that since taking out running in the beginning, where it's kind of, how do we put it? The way I was told is, it's like rubber band. if you put it in the fridge or the freezer and then you take it out and immediately try to stretch it, it's going to snap and break. That's why you get so many tears in your muscles, and that's why, especially when you're working out and you're running or you're lifting and you're stressing out that muscle and there's no movement, it's not active, there's no blood there, and you just stretch it and you demand that it goes to like a maximum length. You pull something and you get more tears and you get more injuries. So I've taken out a lot of the stretching, static stretching, I guess. I do more active stretching in the beginning and dynamic stretching in the end. And I feel better, I feel stronger. I've had less injuries since then. But maybe I need to find out more about what this guide, I forget the name again. But, or is it Joe Hippensteel? Joe Hippensteel, I'm going to look him up. See if I can find anything about running stretching or lifting stretching so I can continue to get better and stronger faster. And see if that'll end up doing small movements will do big dividends in the end. As you could say, small hinges move big doors, you know. So that was a good takeaway, one of the few from the book. There's more in there. It's a great story. Even at the right beginning, this was really cool. I started to look at the acknowledgments and then I was like, I don't really know. But just right away he says, this book was 7 years in the making with 6 failed attempts along the way before being introduced to the first and only writer who truly understood my passion and captured my voice. Sorry, it's kind of hard to read. I didn't have it fully open. I'm trying to do it with one hand. So 7 years and 6 attempts. You failed 6 times. So I think that is perspective in itself. I don't even know what he went through, but to do it again and again and again, it's like it's still an idea in my head. It still bothers me. I still think about it. So his body's kind of telling him, you need to find a way to get this done. And he did. He did. I think at one point in time it's a best-selling book. Yeah. New York Times bestseller. New York Times bestseller. David Goggins. Boom. And he got it done. He just had to keep trying and figure out what he wanted to say and find someone to help him write it and put it all together. So amazing, amazing book. Great experience. I'm sure he had to go through all that and still find a way to keep going. It's a big takeaway. And then learn from a lot of things and keep his mind stronger and his body stronger. And it's amazing to hear that story and to keep going. Keep persevering. Highly recommended. So tomorrow we'll start with a new book. I'm not sure if it's going to be the Simon Sinek Start With Why or the Martha McSally Dare to Fly. Those kind of rhymed. Start to Fly or Dare to Fly and Start With Why. Coincidental? Didn't we land that? But those are the 2 books I'm looking at right now. And we'll go from there, but I'm glad to be back in my own bed. Glad to have the 100 push-ups done. I actually think I did 125 because I didn't move my little marker to the 100. And then what I was doing, I was like, I remember counting already today that I did 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. I was like, just do them anyways, you'll be all right. And so that's it. That's it for the day. Had a good time with my dad. I think that was stated. Made a bunch of kielbasa chicken. I feel like I ate too much, and it was like, if I eat anymore, I'm going to take a nap. I took a nap anyways. I think he might have taken a nap as well. If not, he was fighting one off. I heard him yawning a couple times. It was good to see him. Glad he's doing better. There's a chance I might see him tomorrow. See how the day goes. But that's it. Glad everyone's doing well. And we'll go from there and call it a night. Go run your life with health and happiness, and have a good night.